Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name?
My name's Jillian.
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
And Jillian, who are you on a soul level?
Ooh.
There's a dog crying in the back, guys. Sorry.
Do you want? I can let him out. If he'll stop.
Yeah, if he'll be chill,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Let me. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Come here. Come on. Good boy. So, who am I at a soul level? Oh gosh, I think Grunge Gaby kind of sums it up.
Yeah.
I'm a very outspoken. Oliver, come. Sit down. Okay, so who am I at a soul level? I think, yeah, Grunge Gaby sums it up. I'm a very true to myself person, and I'm very outspoken. I'm very aggressive. I'm very much like what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a free spirit for sure. I've always been very rebellious, and I don't know. I really like authenticity, and
Yeah.
I think that that's something that we really lack today.
Oh, for sure. What is your sign?
I am a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Fire sign all the way. Yeah.
All right, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So is there anything that's happened in the past or anything that's happened recently that has kind of contributed to who you are today?
Yeah, actually, like within the past 6-7 months, the universe has kind of like shed everyone that was in my life, and has really kind of given me this chance for like a totally fresh start. Like, this apartment is new. I have a whole new group of friends now. My jobs have kind of switched up recently. And it's just, it's really allowed me to work on myself and not have any pre-existing expectations with anyone. Because everyone in my life is new, you know? So while I'm still the same me that I've always been, within these past couple months, I've just really been able to work on the aspects or behaviors of myself that aren't healthy or don't serve healthy relationships and things like that. So I think I'm like a bigger, better version of what I was.
Okay, awesome. That's beautiful. So I'm gonna get you to draw.
Okay.
So I want you to pick colors that represent you and remind you of, I don't know, things that have happened in your life, or just colors that hold like some meaning. And then I want you to explain like why you picked the specific colors that you pick.
Okay.
And then you'll just draw for the remainder, and it'll be good.
Awesome. So first one I'm gonna go to is black.
Okay.
It's my favorite color. And
Same.
I like never wear colors. I'm pretty much always in black, white, or gray.
Is there a reason for that, or you just feel most comfortable in that?
I feel most comfortable. I'm also like, that's my fashion sense, I guess.
Okay.
And I love like the people that can mix match patterns and colors and like make it look good, but I just can't make it look good. And especially having like gray blue hair.
Yeah.
Like, I have to factor in my hair color into everything too, and I like, no, black, white, gray is gonna work.
Yeah.
I like this color. This color makes me feel calm. Yeah, and then let's go with this dark greenish grayish color. These are just aesthetically pleasing to me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so just draw whatever, no pressure, and then at the end you'll show everybody what you drew.
Okay.
So, first question, what makes you the most upset? Like, what really pisses you off?
When people complain about something and then won't do something to fix it. And especially if they come to me asking for advice and then I give them advice and they're just like, okay, but what if blah, 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 blah. Or they say that they're still going to do the same thing. I'm just like, okay. Especially as like an empath, I really take on like other people's issues, which is something I'm working on. But it just, you know, your decisions affect other people too. And I think that a lot of people don't realize how much others care about them and how much like their suffering hurts others. Which isn't like a guilt trip thing I try to do, but just I think people don't realize how much love they're surrounded by.
True. What makes you really happy?
My dog. Sunshine, like feeling warm sunshine, like down to your bones, you know? Like that will instantly just make me the happiest.
Yes. Okay. What are you most afraid of?
Burning alive.
Is there a reason for that, or is that just like a fear that you've had?
It's just like a fear I've had for forever. Yeah, no, there's not really like there's no reason. I was never burned.
Yeah.
I feel like that would just be such a slow and painful way to die.
Oh, seriously.
I don't want to have to ever deal with that.
Make a face that explains you. Like if you were an expression, what would it be?
It'd be probably pissed off. So something like, you like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Something like that.
Okay. Explain to me what social media is to you. How do you use it and how do you feel about it as a whole?
Social media is networking and kind of PR to me, and an outlet for me to share my art. Most of the time it makes me feel good, like good about myself. Even if I'm not hitting like whatever numbers or whatever I wanted, I have a very objective view on it. And, well, I think it can be toxic. Most of the time it really serves me, and I'm very thankful for that. But I can't imagine like, I don't know, kids that are in like middle school and high school right now with social media. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would fully have lost it. I would have lost it.
Oh yeah. What is the most challenging thing you've gone through?
Probably my most recent breakup. Yeah, that was a really hard one.
Is that why you changed your people, places, and things recently? Or did you just do that because of...
Kind of, in part, it just kind of happened naturally that happened. But also, you know, growing up is weird because friends move away after college, people get different jobs, they run in different circles, and it's been just a lot of... I also work a lot, so, you know, when you can't hang out a lot, it tends to just dissipate.
What is the hardest conversation you've ever had to have? Or a conversation you can recall that was kind of... Because I know you're blunt and you'll say what you need to say, but maybe you didn't know how to approach it, or you felt like the person was being... I don't know, it was just like a weird communicative thing.
I had a friend that was one of my best friends and was very much like not being a good friend. And there was like lots of tension, and it was just weird. Like it was like nothing had happened, but it was just like something was up. So having to broach that conversation was really difficult, and I definitely didn't handle it like the best. And I made it way more dramatic than it needed to be. But yeah, I mean, do so hot with that one, but whatever.
What don't you want to tell people but know you should share because it could help someone else?
That I have borderline personality disorder. That's something I'm very open about, having like anxiety and depression, autoimmune disease, you know, things like that. But borderline personality disorder comes with a lot of weight, and people immediately think that you're like psychotic, and that's not what it is, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people suffer from it and don't talk about it, or have it and don't know it, because that's like a super scary thing to try and convey to people, which I understand.
How old were you when you were diagnosed?
Just about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with like a whole bunch of things, but like originally it was just like anxiety, depression, PTSD, and then as I worked with my therapist and psychiatrist and, you know, got the anxiety and depression under wraps, like all these new symptoms started popping up, and I was like, why am I getting worse, and why am I getting worse so fast?
Yeah.
And apparently it's common that, you know, BPD will get misdiagnosed, or not even misdiagnosed, it like kind of goes under the radar, and then once you get those surface level symptoms that kind of go hand in hand with BPD, anxiety, depression type of thing, all the deeper stuff comes out, and then you realize like, oh,
yeah,
all right, starting from square one with a whole new thing. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see. Well, thank you for sharing that, first of all.
Yeah.
Because that was personal, so thank you. What do you feel we can do to restore connection, like, in our generation? Like, what are some steps you think that we can take individually?
I think that meetups, like creative meetups, or just like actually meeting the friends that you make online in person is a great first step. If it's safe, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But like, I think that what people lack is like that in-person connection, and, you know, like the hug, or like just having a conversation face to face. And I feel like just getting actual human interaction is a huge part of society that we're missing right now. And, you know, everyone works so much, it is super difficult, but even just taking the time to like have a genuine conversation with a coworker can really satisfy a lot of those basic human needs that we're not fulfilling necessarily. Yeah, I think that.
Do you send important information through text, or do you feel like when something is like huge that you should call people or speak in person? Because I know you said that's important, but some people it's like they just like send it because it's like it's on my mind right now and I'm just gonna get it out.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with texting about it initially, but there definitely needs to be an in-person conversation, especially if it's gonna be something serious or something maybe you just don't want to risk miscommunication. I think is the big thing, or at least I don't.
Right.
So when, you know, there's a problem in a friendship, or if something's wrong with your health and like you're kind of freaking out and like you need to talk to your mom or something like that, then phone call or in person is definitely the best. And also, like, it's a lot harder to be mean when you're just talking to someone in person.
Yeah.
And I don't think that there's any need to be mean when there's a problem. I think that it's, especially if you want to handle it like an adult and like actually come to a resolution, then there needs to be an in-person conversation.
Facts. Okay. So, share an embarrassing moment.
Oh God. So many. Oh, seriously, there's so many. Let's see here. Just yesterday, I went to Target at night, and I like fully got out of the car, was like turning and talking to the person I was with, and ran full force into a truck bed and like fell on my ass. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's what I get for not paying attention. And I mean, like, it's hilarious, but like at the time I was just like, I'm gonna go curl up in a ball and die now. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, because oh my god, that sounds also painful, not only embarrassing.
Yeah, it was a time.
Are you self-conscious about anything?
Yeah, I'm self-conscious about my stomach. I have issues with my thyroid, so I like lose and gain weight without any change to my lifestyle, my diet, anything. And it's also really hard for me to lose weight because of that. So like my body in general is a very hard thing for me to love because there's never any consistency with it. But I'm working on it, and like modeling has definitely helped and has been like a huge help in just my overall self-esteem and accepting the way I look and stuff like that.
How did you get into modeling?
One of my friends was modeling, and I was like, I want to do that. Like, I've always wanted to do that. Can I like come to a shoot with you? And she was like, yeah, for sure. So I went to a shoot, and it was so much fun. Like, I had a blast. And then the photographer was like, you're a natural. Like, you need to like do this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, come on now. Like, what you saying? No, I'm not. And I started reaching out to photographers and like doing shoots, and I was making friends, and it was a lot of fun. And it was a really great way for me to show my emotions. I'm not very like lovey-dovey. Like most of the time I'm very hard, very like, you know, get shit done. I don't have time to like sit through and like feel all these things. Yeah. And when I'm shooting, like that's what makes the best pictures, is when you let that shit be raw and you let it be authentic. Yeah. So I needed an outlet, and in Richmond, it's an amazing community, and there's so many creatives, and it's just a wonderful outlet. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What do you need to heal?
A lot of open and honest conversations.
Okay.
With a few different people.
What's missing?
Stability.
And the last question, if all of the power went out but the screens on phones, TVs, computers stayed on, and it was like PSA, public service announcement, and then it was your face, and everybody in the world could see your face, what would you say?
My like first thing, the first thing that popped in my head was like, stop being fucking a dick, dude. Like, people are people. But no, in like all actuality, if I could give a PSA, it would just be to think before you speak and speak with love. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, thank you. I had such a great time.
Yeah. Show me what you drew.
Okay, so I drew a mediocre dagger.
Okay.
And then
better than any dagger I'd ever draw.
And a water gun, because we don't support gun violence and we need gun control. So it's a water gun.
Like, that's water now. Can you sign it for me?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
All right. So this is Jillian in the flesh.